if he is, as is now being said, an
well, the manifestation of falling in love is what happened in Delhi. Well, I think, you would see an analysis today done by Sujit Bhalla in one of the newspapers, where he is estimated where the revolt has taken place. The BJP, which is largely middle-class party, only lost 9% of its vote. Its Bahujan Samaj party lost 60% of its votes. Bahujan Samaj party was this time wiped out. So what we are dealing with is the people in the slums, the lower middle class. They have found themselves so angry, and suddenly they find that there's somebody who is willing to fight. So they have gone with them. Now, how long they will stay with them will depend on whether they are able to deliver. They promised them 700 liters of water. Now they are saying, no, you have to have a meter. Now, in the slums, there is a lot of anger on this. Similarly, I would say that the people who came in a flush of, the high society people who came thinking that this is something new, they are also woken up. And third is that there were people who really thought they would do something about corruption. Then they find that after saying so much about Sheila Dikshit and 370 pages and Vadra, they are not doing anything at all. It's totally silent. So they are now calling Mr. Kejriwal as Mr. U-turn. I call him Mr. 420.
Why did why was the BJP unable to mop up this anger and absorb it within its support fold?
We were we were the largest party.
No, in Delhi.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But you surely, the great collapse of the Congress should have benefited you. You should have been in the forefront.
I would say that if we had, for example, take Balli's case, where the Akali Dal told me that that is the seat they didn't want. But he was denied a ticket on the grounds that the Akali seat wanted. The Akalis ultimately put up a Hindu there and annoyed
but those are marginal realities.
No, there were 14 seats we lost by 500 votes. And the number of seats we have won.
But do you think you're lucky that you lost now? Otherwise, there would have been too much complacency in the BJP.
Well, I don't think we have really lost. I think it's only a matter of time before Harshvardhan becomes Chief Minister of Delhi.
And what about this great notion that this is going to have a tremendous impact on the general election?
Well, even the most sympathetic channel, which are acting as PRs for this party, they say it won't be more than 4% national vote.
Yeah, I'm not even going to argue with you there.
No, I'm not. I don't know what else to do.
I'm not, because
I know that in UP
this is what
they
I've
don't
written.
exist.
Yeah, this is what I've written. And also the meaning of water is different, when you go to Andhra Pradesh, they want to know where the Godavari and Krishna waters are going to be.
That's right.
Not whether you're given 700 liters to the pampered city or to a pampered upper middle class.
That's right.
Now, back to corruption.
Yes.
You've been very vociferous.
Yes.
Whatever.
That's right.
Not whether you're given 700 liters to the pampered city or to a pampered upper middle class.
That's right.
Now, back to corruption.
Yes.
You've been very vociferous.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
In the courts, in public media, social media.
Yeah.
Why did you fail against Chidambaram?
Well, I think
he was your target.
I didn't fail. I think I failed. No, it's still my target. I don't give up that easily. I didn't fail. I think the courts failed me. Because...
Isn't that a bit presumptuous?
No, it's not presumptuous. I'll explain to you. The courts may be looking at a larger picture than I was looking at. I was looking at him as an accused or a potential accused. I had said that he enabled the companies like Swan and Unitech to sell the license they got cheaply to foreign companies at 8 times the price they paid the government of India. Now, that comes strictly within Part 3 of Section 13, Bracket 1, Bracket D of the Prevention of Corruption Act. I don't have to prove under that section that he took a bribe. And my petitions were rejected both at the trial court level and the Supreme Court that I did not prove that he took a bribe. And I have pointed it out to them that I never claimed that I have proved it. I never claimed because the Section 3 Part 3 doesn't require it.
But the caveat, it's entering a caveat, surely. I mean, if you can't prove that he had taken a bribe, why should he be held up for corruption? You might say he made a mistake.
That is what the Prevention of Corruption Act says, where something has been done which is not in the public interest. It's sufficient. And there's a High Court judgment, division bench judgment, which has gone into it.
Against who?
It was Runu Ghosh, was that Sukhram case, where they argued the same thing, that this also requires to prove your bribe. And the High Court has said that you don't have to.
Well, we are moving now very quickly from the court of the judicial magistrate as well as the court of supreme and high judges to the court of public opinion.
Yes.
Do you think Chidambaram will win his next election?
Did he win the last one? It was a fraud.
Well, I mean, the election commission said he did.
Election commission, because the returning officer gave him the certificate. But what has the Madras High Court said? They framed the charges. And there's delay, there's no question. But even after this present term ceases, if he's convicted in that matter, or his election is set aside on that matter, he will be, he cannot contest for 6 years. So that danger is still there. But today, he is not able to find a constituency to contest from. He could perhaps try Pakistan, because he was the original author of Hindu terror. The Pakistan is mighty happy that Samjhauta Express is no more the work of LET, but that of Hindu terror. So it's not a question of his thing. You have to go to Tamil Nadu and find out what they think of him.
You travelled to Tamil Nadu?
Yes, I have.
What have you found out?
I found that he's the most unpopular man that ever was born in Tamil Nadu.
Why can't the BJP take off in Tamil Nadu?
Because they make the mistake of looking for allies. And the people, the moment you do that, then they go back to Ms. Jayalalitha. The Hindu vote is growing in Tamil Nadu. But it goes to Ms. Jayalalitha because she is, whatever she does, she is ultimately seen as a person who is Hindu-minded. All right. Now, BJP can cash on it if it wants, if it contests all the seats alone. And that requires a little nerve. But in the interim, because of these alliances that were done by Mr. Vajpayee and then later on by Mr. Advani in 2009, these have created a situation where the sheen of BJP has worn off.
So you think the BJP remains a Hindu party which has
no
interest in Muslim vote or Christian vote?
It has fallen between two stools. It's neither a Hindu party nor regarded as a secular party. Secular by the usual definitions, not by the enlightened definitions.
So that means it has no hope this time?
Well, no. There is one new factor which I don't know how it's going to translate, and that's Modi. He has won the imaginations of people. Now, maybe when they go to the polling booth, they'll say, maybe BJP is not all good, but let's not disappoint Modi. So Modi factor may swing some seats.
You're saying may, you're not saying will.
Because I don't know, you see, you must have workers in the polling booth. You must...
you're talking only of Tamil Nadu.
Yes, I'm talking of
Tamil Nadu. Sorry, I thought you were talking nationally.
Nationally, I think because of Modi, we'll get majority. 300 seats. They say 272 plus, I'm talking of 300 plus. And I'm basing it on the sentiment I saw.
You do remember the last time BJP thought it was going to get 300 seats was 2004?
No, but I remember the last time when the BJP, now BJP leaders thought that they won't even get 100 seats and they got 340 seats. That was 1977, the Janata Party.
The Janata Party.
Yes.
But that is surely much more than the BJP.
No, let me tell you, the analysts all said all these five parties add together only 22% of the vote. And they only explain 27 seats in Lok Sabha. Where is this all expansion going to come from? And we got 43% of the vote and got 340 seats.
So you think a quantum leap of that order is...
This time much smaller. That time it was from 22 to 340. This time it will be 115 to... that is the BJP alone, 115 to BJP alone will be 300.
And where does that leave the Congress?
Congress is, I would be surprised if it crossed 50. They are a demoralized lot. They are thoroughly discredited. Maybe they'll have a race with the Aam Party.
Well, if nothing else, you must admire your chutzpah, as the Americans would put it. But before we end on that highly chutzpah note, there is a question from Subbarao from Chennai.
Yes.
And the BJP first suggested single tax for the country, but then withdrew.
Mm-hmm.
Why has this not been looked at seriously?
I think what the BJP the newspapers ascribed to is this is transaction tax. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, transaction tax will depend on a habit of doing banking with receipts and through the banking system. I think we need about 3-4 years to incentivize the people that don't do informal transactions.
So at best, your idea cannot be more than a transitory idea to be implemented in stages.
Why? It's a big thing. Abolish income tax immediately. Then halfway during the...
Do you think your party will agree?
We'll see, because when we had this meeting in Advani's house some time ago, about 2 weeks ago, I think, where I was also present, I didn't find anyone criticizing the income tax. They were only talking about the transaction tax and the center-state relations and the impact on the people when being forced to do paper transactions.
Thank you very much, Dr. Swamy. You will run out of time, but I can't resist the last question. What is going to be your portfolio?
I'll have to go and talk to God and find out.
Well, I think when he talks to God and God answers, we shall let you know in Decode India. In the meantime, thank you very much, Dr. Swamy. And thank you, viewers, and see you soon. Till next time, bye-bye.